Somebody should have knocked the enhancements out of his head. Isaiah Styles got on my last nerves. Like, bruh, for one, the man is inconsiderate. He's selfish. Then anytime something didn't go his way, he want to get all mad and hop in your face trying to fight you. Like, he remind me of a badass kid that don't know how to regulate their emotions. Like, bruh, chill out. Like, I don't understand how this man didn't get touched the entire series. Like, it was so bad, I wanted Coltrane to win. But Nemesis, that's on Netflix, 5 stars out of 5. I highly recommend, especially when you get to episode 5. Whoo, that's when it really start getting good. And this is where you might want to click off because I'm about to get into the movie and spoil it. I ain't gonna lie to you, I hated everything about this character. I wanted to fast forward every time he came up on my screen. Like, I hated his voice, his accent sound like nails on the chalkboard. I hated how every time we see him, he always messing up something. Like, how you the uncle and you acting like the nephew? It definitely is the grandma is the baby. And it was clear as day he wasn't gonna make it. I was surprised he lasted as long as he did because I thought it was gonna be over with for him when they was robbing the banks with them diamond encrusted mask on and he wasn't paying attention. He was looking at the TV and he was about to get shot. I thought that was about to be it for him, but guess not. Then Coltrane was about to give you $500K to get you out the game because he didn't trust you, but then you proved him right. You went behind his back, stole the key, tried to pull a job by yourself and then ruined it for everybody and got yourself unalive. You stupid. And Grandpa had me fooled. I was almost on that man's side because I thought Isaiah was tripping. I'm like, bruh, allow your son to have his own relationship with his grandfather. And if your dad really did or didn't change, allow your son to see that for himself. But strike one was when he went to his dad's house and found his son in there smoking weed and hanging around drugs and guns. So that was strike one. Then strike two was when his dad ended up joining Coltrane to rob a bank and then they shot a police and I think unalived him. I'm like, oh, you really ain't shit. And Grandpa did try to redeem himself at the end and make things right, sort of, but he ended up getting unalived by Coltrane, and I think that was for the best. And speaking of the son, the grandson, Tyreek 2.0, Noah. Boy, your dad is doing everything in his power to keep you safe and to keep you from ending up like your grandfather. And you doing everything to end up like him. You stupid. But I do blame Isaiah because he barely spent time with his son and he always dished him for work. So it's part of his fault for not getting to know him. Shout out to the chief. He stuck his neck out for Isaiah several times. And if it wasn't for him, Isaiah would have been discharged and behind bars somewhere. She was cool in the beginning, but towards the end, she was working my nerves because she was acting like she can't connect the dots. Like, ma'am, 2 plus 2 is 4, and you stay talking about 5. If ride or die was a person, my man, your man was about to put you in jail, and your sister tried to warn you, but you said, I'ma stick beside him. I ain't mad at you for that, but you gotta watch a chick like that because she real slick with her words. Because when it came to the nitty gritty between her and Candace, I couldn't tell what the stuff that she was saying to her was sincere or she was playing in her face. Cause she would feed her a little bit of truth, but then have like an ulterior motive behind it to get more information from Candace to, you know, spy on Isaiah. And beautiful Candace stepped up and pulled the Uno reverse card on her. When it comes to her son, she wasn't playing. And then there was Coltrane. I really liked his character. He was cool, calm, and collected. He was smart. He thought things through. He didn't act on impulse like some people did. Isaiah, he actually listened to his wife. And another thing that I liked about Coltrane that set him apart from Isaiah, because you know they try to make them similar, was he was another one that was slick with his words. Like he knew how to persuade people with his words versus with Isaiah, he liked to force himself upon people and just force his ideas and opinions and stuff. And hopefully they get renewed for a second season because speaking of Isaiah, he about to be in hot water next season because remember, he shot that cartel member to save his son. And if they find out, they gonna be on his ass, and you know Coltrane saw that, so you know he gonna hold that over Isaiah's head, and he not gonna want that to get out. So, whew, I don't know how he gonna get out of that one. And like I said before, I really enjoyed this series. It was action-packed from beginning to end, and Courtney Kemp, she really did her thing. Y'all know she produced and created Power, the Power series, so she got her another hit. But I want to hear from y'all. How did y'all feel about the series? Who are y'all favorite characters, and what are y'all predictions for next season? Let me know in the comments.